We're in דף למ"ח עמוד א', we're going to say what's the bracha on לחם, למ"ח. Okay. ואמר מר ברבשי, היי דובשה דתמרי, honey that comes out from the date, מברכין עליו שהכל נהיה בדברו. למה? מה איתה? אם זהה בעלמא הוא, it's only a sweat that comes out of the fruits, therefore the bracha is שהכל. כמן, how does it hold like? כי האיתן, like the following תנא, דתנן, דבש מרים, date, honey, ויין תפוחים, and apple juice, yeah, וחומץ צפוניות, and חומץ that made out of צפוניות, ושאר מי פירות, and all of the other types of any other types of oil. The bracha on it will be, מה זה ברכה יהודה? נכון? שהכל נהיה בדברו. למה הברכה שהכל? It's just a sweat, it's not part of the fruit. ישר מי פירות של תרומה, and there any other juice of תרומה. רבי אליעזר מחייב קרן. If somebody ate it, it will be חייב only the קרן in principle. The principle קרן and חומש, because he ate the actual fruit. Rabbi Yoshua, this is what we hold like. He says pater, patur, meaning he doesn't need to pay the fifth. Why? Because you're not using the actual fruit. What are you using? You're using the sweat that came out of the fruit. Therefore, there is no obligation to pay the fine of chomesh, and the only obligation to pay is keren. So since it's only sweat, it's not part of the fruit. So therefore, what's the bracha on the juice? לא, שהכל נהיה בדברו. שהכל נהיה בדברו. בסדר? שהכל? כן? אוקיי. אמר לי, ראו מרבנן לרבה. One of the rabbis asked Rava, I'm explaining this Gemara according to Sfaradi halacha, okay? Because according to Ashkenazim, the Gemara, they're learning it different. Trima mao. מה זה trima? If you take fruits, one single fruit of vegetables, and you grind it, and now you have a shake. But from out of single fruit, single vegetable, what will be the bracha? Ma'u lo ahave adaita de Rava. Rava didn't know what's the answer. I'm sorry, Rava didn't know what's trima.
You're making a distinction between making a juice of one versus many?
One.
Right.
If you did few types together, the bracha always she'akol.
So
if you grind only apple,
Really?
the bracha will be a.
You're saying juicing it pretty much.
Not juicing, no, grinding it. No, not shake.
Yeah.
Not juicing it. Juicing, it's always she'akol.
Wow, okay.
Juicing she'akol. If you grind it, you take now a
little lumpy still.
It's like
even if you grind it completely.
Like applesauce?
Applesauce. What's the bracha on applesauce? So Ashkenazim do she'akol. We do ha'etz. That's why I said we learn in this bracha when it's
I would have done
Sfaradim. Not just do ha'etz.
Guacamole.
Guacamole will be ha'etz.
What's bamba?
במבה זה בלגן אחר.
Two things?
במבה יש מחלוקת.
But you're saying that like apple juice is one fruit, and let's say you did like an apple juice applesauce.
If you did apple and banana,
yeah,
that becomes she'akol. Together, yeah. If you took single
So if you have applesauce and banana sauce, for example?
banana sauce and applesauce.
Oh, that's the beginning. One is the other man.
No, even if both of them are, if you have a banana sauce and potato sauce.
Really?
Yeah, when you mix two together, it will become she'akol only by single one. Yeah, מה אומר?
Got it.
Yeah, the Ashkenazim hold different. The Ashkenazim hold only if you have single item with pieces. If you have no pieces, according to Ashkenazim, the bracha goes down to she'akol. We hold it doesn't go to she'akol. So there are two ways to explain trima. According to Sfaradim, trima means you grind it even like applesauce. According to Ashkenazim, trima means you grind it, but you can still tell the pieces. So halacha l'maaseh, we're learning it. Later, according to we're learning it, the trima means that you grind it even completely, get the bracha. So I told you all of the secrets in advance. So Amar le'omer Rabbanu
I just told you guacamole, but avocado שעושים את זה עם סמים
tomato.
onion.
If they have some other stuff, then so if it's minor in flavor, the bracha will remain. If it's a fundamental, then bracha
Because
will
you
be.
usually put avocados and onions.
Yes,
together.
the onion are just for
But
flavor.
you can see it. You always can see the avocado, no more.
if
Because
the
all
main,
green.
it's really, it's an avocado, it's an avocado.
You have a
okay.
little bit of purple.
So this is very interesting way by the Gemara going to teach you how to help your friend. Usually, you know, high school boys when their friend don't know. You can... מה? לך לגן, תבוא מחר? כן? ואיך נדע מה הברכה מחר? נגיד לנו מחר? ביי צדיק, יום טוב. Yesterday, ראיתי אותו מאבא, אני אבוא לשיעור ואני אגיד שהברכה בורא מיני מזונות.
הכין אותך, אה?
אז אמרת לו לא, זה מחר, אמרת לו מחר.
לא, פתאום אמר שהכל, אני was right. מחר אני אגיד לו, המוציא לכם מן הארץ. אוקיי. אמר לאומר רבנן, I'm repeating, אמר לאומר רבנן לרבא, טרימה, grinded vegetables or fruits, what will be the ברכה? לא אהב דייטו, הוא לא ידע מה זה טרימה בכלל. So, רובה לא ידע what's טרימה. לא אהב את רבא מייקה אמר לי, what he told them, he didn't know what he told them. So רבא getting a question, what's the ברכה on טרימה? He doesn't know what טרימה. Yativ Ravina Kamei de Rave. Ravina was sitting in front of Rava, and he wants to hint Rava what strima means. So he asked the guy who asked the question, Amale de sumsemi kamart or de kurtami kamart? Are you talking about sesame or karkum?
Sounds like,
Karkum?
wow.
Turmeric. They used to grind it and put wine in it.
Yeah.
Or the purtseni kamart, or the seeds of the grapes. Adachi v'achi, when he was asking which type are you referring to, ask Rava ledaite. Rava realized what really was the question. Amar le chashilta vadai ka'amart. You mean chashilta, which is trima. It's called also chashilta, something that being crushed. Something being crushed, you ask. Vat karten milta, and you remind me something. Hade amar Ravasi. What's Ravasi said? Ravasi says, Aitamri shel truma, those dates of truma. מותר לעשות מהם טרימה. טרימה, to crush it, it's מותר. ואסור לעשות מהם שחר. You're not allowed to make
Like a paste?
beer out of it. They used to make beer out of dates.
שחר?
כן, למה? Because beer, it's not part of the fruit. You're ruining it.
Wow.
Because you're squeezing it. But if you crush it, you can eat it all. והלכתה, that's הולכת למעשה. תמרי ועבדינו טרימה. If you took the date and you made it into טרימה, if you grind it, the ברכה מברכים עליה בורא פרי העץ. My time, what's the reason? במילתאיו, קל it's still in its original shape, you can tell it's still a date. And therefore it's a F. Therefore, if it mixed together, you don't tell which fruit it is, the bracha will be shakul.
What just happened in this? I missed this. Like, oh, I don't understand what's
In
going
the
on.
dialogue?
Yeah.
No, the dialogue was...
Sesame seeds, you said.
No, so he didn't know, Rave, who got the question, didn't know what strima means.
His friend's a
So
good friend.
Ravine wants to help him, so he asked the guy, well, which one, sesame or...
To give
Yes,
him
yes, to give him
answer.
the idea, yeah. I saw Rav Ovadia did it to a guy. There is a din that when a lady is moredet, somebody divorcing his wife, Ba'al Echad, needs to pay her k'tuba. If she's moredet, she went against him, meaning she didn't dress up like the Jewish way, or she didn't want to intimate with him, something like that.
It nullifies the payment?
Then he doesn't need to give her k'tuba.
It's
So,
her
whatever,
fault.
so everybody who come to Beidin, they said, moredet, moredet, כולם אומרים moredet.
I love it.
So a guy came to Beidin.
Suddenly everyone's tzaddikim.
So a guy came to Beidin and he said, she's moredet. אז הרב עובדיה asked him, מתי, במנחה או בשחרית? יש לה קרה בשניהם, אתה לא יודע מה זה מורדת.
Wait, so the Maisa from here is Sephardim. We follow what the Gemara says.
Everybody thought about the Gemara. The question is, how do you explain the Gemara? So
Because how do they say shakol? But it says here, it's like.
So only if there are real pieces, they Ashkenazim
tell.
hold. We hold, if it's the same type, it's still you can tell. They hold, you need the actual pieces to
So orange juice with a lot of pulp.
No, that's a juice.
It's juice, squeezed. He said, grind.
Pulp, by the way, the pulp of the orange juice comes from
The orange.
different orange. They raise orange for pulps, and they raise orange for juice.
Yeah.
And they do, can.
It's like genetically modified.
Yeah, so different
Wait,
types of
trusting
pulp.
our-
that confused me. What is generally? I didn't know it was.
They grow oranges specifically for pulp. That has a lot of pulp, and then there's oranges they genetically modify just for juice without the pulp.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's cheap.
Don't trust the governments.
And every can of oranges has between 10 to
sugar.
15 bugs.
Into
Bugs?
what?
Bugs.
In the
allow
juice?
They allow it.
So how do we drink orange juice? Because
Yeah.
you don't attack.
אתם משישים? מה, איפה?
So
What is that, like out of your eyes? Like the thing, like...
That's
Explain
another
how can
No,
we drink
since
it?
I
no,
love
they
it.
grinding it basically.
It's not a full
מה,
booyah.
Everything is
בחברות האלה
grind.
של ה...
All companies, even the kosher one, they have 10 instead of 15, like the Hamish Echsheri, the kosher
fantastic.
one.
What about badads? What about badads?
They have a
Badads.
minyan.
No, since
They have a minyan of butter.
same thing.
In Israel?
Since it grows inside of the grapes, that's part of it. Inside of the orange, it's part of it. We have a rule: bag is not allowed only if it's separated. If it's foresh, but if it's inside, it's okay.
Inside of the orange?
Yeah.
So it's
grows
inside of your
the
food.
orange. So enjoy.
I'm saying, but like,
Ma.
it's inside of your food. The lettuce, it's inside of the
No,
lettuce.
lettuce is coming from the outside. It doesn't grow from the inside. Here, the worm, he nesting his eggs, and they developed inside.
So in every fruit might have no.
Huh?
Every fruit might have worms.
No, so I think again, if you cannot tell at all, then it's fine. But I think those oranges, they say
That's why we open the dates to make sure that.
okay. No, today it's something else. That's external.
How is it external? It's inside. You gotta open
No,
it.
but they come from the outside on the tree into the date.
This one was grown inside the orange. You're saying the bug.
He said it,
It
the eggs
grows
got
inside,
nested
it
inside.
grows in. So there are
I've never
figs.
heard of these bugs. I've never heard of these bugs before.
Baruch Hashem. And there is also a big discussion in halacha. A fish has worms also.
I got him fish.
So that's also.
Tuna, bro. What are you talking
Amen.
about?
It's grinded.
I'll send you. If I send you a video, you're not gonna eat fish.
Yes, send it to them. Send
Why?
it to
I've
them.
seen when they catch the fish and they fillet it right in front of you. They open it, throw it on the ground. I don't see worms inside.
No,
Only one
you
is
can't tell the
You
words.
can't
You need
see
to put it on
A
a
microscope.
light table. No, table with light.
No way.
You see them like.
No way.
But it's only the farm.
That's why they eat gefilte fish. By the way, they grind the worms. By the way, gefilte fish is the best halacha way to eat it. Because if you grind it, there is no
No
kazait.
blast,
No, ain't kazait. And it's not beria. It's not a creation by itself. So that's better.
ואין לך גם מחלוקת של ברכות. כי גם תולעת וגם את הדג זה שהכל.
לא, תולעת זה דבר שאין לו טעם, טעים, אז אין ברכה עליו. But when you grind it,
למה
they grind the
crickets?
gefilte fish עם העצמות, with the bones and everything.
Yeah, my God.
מה מגיע לכם? אוכלים את זה כולם.
You,
אוקיי.
you've seen
Shkita.
the pickled ones, Rabbi?
מה?
Pickled gefilte fish.
chill.
Pickled like
As soon as
chamutzim.
it-
That's one. That's amazing. Okay. Shtita. I know somebody who ate it and is still walking on the street. He's in front of you. Shtita. Yalla. What's a bracha on shtita? Shtita, it's a dish. It's made from a roasted klayot. שנתייבשו בתנור. They're roasting the wheat, and then they grind it into flour, and they make a dish out of it. What's a bracha? שתית הרב אמר שהכל נהיה בדברו. flour, נכון? ושמואל אמר, בורא מיני מזונות. that's okay. אמר רב חיסדא ולא פליגי, there is no מחלוקת. depends. באהבה, ברכה. depends if it's a thick texture or thin. אבל, if they're making it thick, לאכילה אבדילה, they're making it in order to eat it. what's a ברכה לאכילה if you have flowers? אין שיעור מזונות. רכה, when it's thick, לרפואה אבדילה, they're making it for medicine. And therefore the ברכה will be שהכל. Why still שהכל? Still enjoy it, your body, sustain from it. The Gemara will explain more. Meitiv Rav Yosef asked, ושבין, and this is regarding Shabbat, there is a מחלוקת over there, what you're allowed to do on Shabbat, but everybody agreed שבוחשים את השטות בשבת. שטות is שתיתה, it's the same thing, this dish. You're allowed to mix it on Shabbat and it doesn't look like medicine.
medicine.
ושותים זיתום המצרי, they're allowed to drink a certain oil. Now, ואיסל כדתך לרפואה כמכוון, if you hold it שתיתה, the liquid one, the thin one, they mixing it, it's liquidy, and you're doing it for refuah. If you hold this for medicine, how is that allowed? רפואה בשבת, מי שרי, are you allowed to make medicine on Shabbat?
It's food.
So you said the thin one, it's made for medicine. How can you allow to eat medicine on Shabbat? We're not allowed to mix medicine on Shabbat, you're not allowed to take medicine on Shabbat. הוא אמר לאביי, hold on, ואת לא תסברה? Don't you hold it, it's okay to eat it on Shabbat? והתנן, we said very clear on Shabbat, כל האוכלים אוכל אדם לרפואה בשבת. All of the food you're allowed to eat, even if it's a medicine for you. וכל המשקים, any type of liquid, שותה, you're allowed to drink on Shabbat, even though it's liquid for you. So you see, you are allowed to eat medicine and to drink liquid, but on the other end, you're not allowed to eat medicine on Shabbat. אלא, מה יתלך למימר? How would you reconcile that? It all depends. גברא לאכילה כמכוון. When a man, his intention is to eat.
Right.
So when we said it's okay to eat it on Shabbat, even though it's medicine, because when it looks like you're treating it as food, even though it's medicine for you, you're allowed to eat it on Shabbat. Only if it's like mamash medicine, you're not allowed on Shabbat.
Is that
Somebody
connected?
has like a heartburn.
So this case, Achenami Gavra, 1 second. Achenami Gavra le'achila kamichaven. Here, since he has kavanah to eat it and medicine, so therefore, he's allowed to eat it on Shabbat because people are eating it, but it's also a medicine, and therefore the bracha will be she'akol. If it be only medicine, what will be the bracha? No
Nothing.
bracha.
You don't make a bracha.
No bracha.
Wait.
So the reason you have she'akol is because of that. Let's just want to finish that. Lishna China. There is another way it was quoted with the same message. אלא מה יתלך לבימה? Rather what you need to say. גברא לאכילה כמכוון ורפואה ממילא הווה. His intention is to eat, and by the way, you have the medicine from it. Achenami over here also לאכילה כמכוון. Here by shtut, why it's shtita, why it's okay to drink it on Shabbat? Because your intention is for
Drinking.
לאכילה, to eat it, ורפואה ממילא כהווה, and the medicine coming by itself. So since it's not intentionally just for רפואה, it's okay on Shabbat, yet the bracha will be she'akol. The Gemara says, "V'tzricha de Rav." I do need this learning of Rav, and the imei, if only, even though that we said in Shabbat it's okay to eat it, I still need the chidush of Rav. למה? דאמי אבה אמינא לאכילה כמכוון ורפואה ממילא הווה. If we would have followed the Mishnah on Shabbat, I would have thought, okay, on Shabbat your intention is in order to eat it, but the refuah coming by itself, therefore it's okay. but here, כיוון דלכתחילה לרפואה כמכוון, but on a regular day, when the Rav refer on a regular theme, this type of shtita, that you have only, if your intention is only for medicine, maybe לא לברך עילוי הכלל, maybe you shouldn't say bracha on it at all. כמש מלן, that's the חידוש of Rav. Even though you have only intention for medicine, כיוון דאית להנאה מיניה, since you do have a benefit from it, באי beruche. You need to say beracha.
How does that reconcile what we said a few pages ago with the example of the olive oil and then mixing with the spinach juice? Instead of gargling it, you mixed it with the spinach juice. And it's the same thing that they're saying, no?
It's exactly the same thing. It looks like that you eat spinach juice, and therefore it's okay. Same thing here. If you look like you're eating it, and by the way you have refuah from it, it's okay. You know.
By the way,
some people eating steak and it's medicine for them. It's okay to eat steak because it doesn't look like medicine.
But as long as if there's a taste, you have to say beracha.
Obviously, you must have a taste. You enjoy it. You gotta say the bracha.
Well, right now somebody has heartburn, mamash. Heartburn on Friday night, whatever it
You're
is.
not allowed to take tums.
Why I need medicine as
Medicine
if
is
to suffer?
so. Huh?
If to suffer, why is medicine so
Maybe
much
tums
Shabbat?
it's better because even healthy people take tums. I think we might be. It's not halacha.
What if you like the taste?
They have taste. They have taste.
אמרתי למה אני לא...
I need to look into it, but I think it's okay, but not halacha lema'aseh, because something that people take stam on a day-to-day, like vitamins, Ravad Yosef is lenient. Because it's not really medicine, it's like people...
What happens to owning Shabbat? You're suffering.
Suffer, because you have halacha for Shabbat. No, the halacha says you're not allowed to. Somebody has a headache, you're not allowed to take medicine.
Why?
Only if you're in bed,
What's
you're allowed to
it
take.
changes something in your body? What's it
No,
creating
the
something?
reason you're not allowed to take medicine because people used to grind the medicine.
Right.
And we are concerned people going to grind stuff on Shabbat.
To get
So if he's sick on bed, he's allowed to. But if he's working everything okay, פתאום יש לו טיפה כאב ראש מהיין, okay.
No, that's why I mentioned heartburn. Heartburn mamash is a
לא,
suffering.
אני מבין, but yet, only if his mom is knocking him down in bed, if he's allowed. If it's in between, I'm not sure.
somebody has a heart problem, they take medicine.
Yeah. Any medicine that needs to be taken, like, somebody who starts antibiotics, etc., you should
What did you
continue.
say the last time before we finish right now? You said that even if someone is not enjoying the taste, they
Trick to
still can
heartburn.
take it as
If you have
medicine.
heartburn, drink more wine.
Yes. Because it looks like
Just make sure you take
It looks like you're eating. Okay.
מה קורה ביום קורונה שלא היה ריח וטעם לאוכל?
We
איך אפשר להגיד את הברכות?
בטלה דעתו אצל כל אדם, כן.
בהבדלה זה בעיה.
כן, בטלה דעתו אצל כל אדם. My wife still didn't get back the full smell.
No way.
Wow, really?
And there is a way to get it back. I told her, look, while we have diapers, keep it.
There is a way to get it back. The
Smell
smell.
test. The smell
I
test.
know, but to keep it, למה? אחי,
מה זה
לא לך את
smell
הדייפרס. Then I don't need to change, אתה מבין? זה כל העניין, אוקיי.
I smell you done. It's only fair.
I smell, I'm like, לך לאמא. שהלפת הוא אומר, המוציא לחם מן הארץ. Going back in our Mishnah, that bracha is elevated. So the bracha, special bracha on bread, המוציא לחם מן הארץ. Maybe you should do every day, whatever the related bracha we should serve. Okay, תנו רבנן. What's a bracha on bread? מה הוא אומר?
Nasty
Start a
dish.
cooking show over here.
תנו רבנן, מה הוא אומר? המוציא לחם מן הארץ. רבי נחמיה חולק לו, הוא אומר, מוציא לחם מן הארץ. So the Gemara will explain what זה מחלוקת. אמר רבא, במוציא, if somebody says מוציא לחם מן הארץ, כולם ולא פליגה, nobody argues, צריך לומר, the מפיק משמע, that now is bringing the fruits, לחם out of the land. דכתיב, the פסוק אל מוציאם ממצרים. God was taking them now out of Egypt. So מוציא לחם מן הארץ, someone who's bringing us bread now from the land. כי פליגי, the מחלוקת is, what's the meaning of the word המוציא? If that means past or it means also present. If it means past, we don't say it. If it means present, we will. רבנן סברי המוציא means the afik mashma. רבנן סברי המוציא means that the afik mashma, no, I'm sorry, the afik mashma that he took it out already. I'm sorry, I said it wrong. If it's on the past, it's the right thing. If it's present, it's wrong. Because when you say amotzi on the bread that he was motzi to you earlier.
Right.
So if it's a motzi, that means that he took it out already. מוציא, יש פה גרסה, דאפיק, מפיק משמע. אוקיי. But המוציא זה מחלוקת. הכל ניתוח חכמים, המוציא means, רבנו סברי דכתיב, המוציא לך מים, מצור החלמיש. The God who got you water out of the rock. That's המוציא means past. רבי נחמיה סבר, לא, המוציא means today. The מפיק משמע. He hold מוציא means, המוציא means today. And it's not the correct bracha, because we need to go something that he did before, because when I'm eating it, it's not motzi, now motzi before. שנאמר, מוציא אתכם מתחת סבלות מצרים, the one who took you out of Egypt.
Future, no?
That means, no, past. The one who took you out of Egypt, that means past. And we want to say, לא, המוציא, I'm sorry, המוציא here is present. המוציא אתכם מתחת סבלות מצרים, that means now is מוציא. So we prefer to say המוציא, something on the past, according to חכמים, המוציא is the past, and that's the right bracha. לפי רבי נחמיה, המוציא, it's present, and you gotta say מוציא, the one who's מוציא, which means past. So you prefer to say מוציא. So מוציא, everybody out, it's okay, it's the one who מוציא. המוציא, if it means now, זה לא טוב, if it means past, it's good. According to חכמים, it means past, according to רבי נחמיה, it means present.
So they're arguing the hay?
Yeah.
כן, that's the מחלוקת. ורבנן, this pasuk doesn't mean present. אחי כאמר לאוקות שבריחו לישראל. This is what Hashem said to Am Yisrael. כד מפיקנן לכון, when I'll take you out of Egypt, אבידנן לכון מילתא, I will do for you something, כי איך דיידיתן for you to know, דאנה, that I am the one who, דאפיק את ידכון, that I took you out ממצרים. דכתיב, אז הפסוק says, וידעתם, you should know, כי אני השם אלוקיכם, I am השם your God, המוציא אתכם מתחת סבלות מצרים. So even though Hashem is talking to Bnei Israel while he was taking them out of Mitzrayim, he's not referring to the momentum, he's referring to the future. I will make for you a miracle that in the future, you're going to say, God took us out of Egypt. So even this pasuk that it seems to Rabbi Nehemiah as present, as it happened while they were going out of Egypt, yet Chachamim explained it is a message for the future, and then for Hamotzi means something from the past. So you have two ways to say Birkat Hamazon. Hamotzi. Either you say Motzi, it's for sure past, or you say Hamotzi, that is Machlok, right? The Gemara said, Mishtabchin Rabbana le Rabbi Zeira. Rabbanan, all of the rabbis told Rabbi Zeira, there is a big Rab. Et Bar Rab Zvid, his name, the son of Rab Zvid, Achua de Rabbi Shimon. Bar Zvid, the brother of Rabbi Shimon Bar Zvid, the Adam Gadolu is a big man, ubaki bebrachot. Is a big man.
Yeah.
Big in the Torah definition This is the first shiur I understood in English from the Rosh Yeshiva.
Wow.
No, when I came here, I באתי מחיידר, I didn't speak a word.
$5
So it was
autobus.
Parashat Vayechi. Ah?
$5 autobus, right?
Yeah, that's so that was after the $5. So he said that Gadol, כתוב, he said by sun, השמש is a מאור הגדול. And moon, it's a מאור הקטן. So he said Gadol and Katan, Gadol means source. Katan means receiving from the source. So whenever the Torah says Zeo Adam Gadol, he knows the source of everything. That means Gadol. So he said, אמרו עליו שהוא אדם גדול, he's a big man, הוא בקיא בברכות. He knows ברכות very well. אמר להם, וכשיבוא לידכם, אביהו לי. If he's going to come over here, bring him over for a meal. זם לחד, one time, איקלה לגבי, הוא הגיע. אפיקו לריבתא, הוא אמר, יאללה, serve him bread, I want to see which ברכה he's going to make.
No, what a test.
פתח ואמר, מוציא. אמר, זהו שומרים עליו לאדם גדול, הוא בקיא בברכות. שכוייח. This is what it says, a big man, he knows ברכות. מוציא, anybody can do. בישלמי אמר, המוציא. I know, יאללה, he knows the source of it, he's תותח. אמרי, השמעינן תמה, והשמעינן דהילכתא כרבנן. If he's going to say המוציא, he's going to give me a message. המוציא means past, and I know הלכה like חכמים. אלא דאמר מוציא, if he said מוציא, everybody holds, שכוייח, מה שלנו, מה צריכים לזה אדם גדול? שכוייח, that's a question, the Gemara says, no, והוא דעבד, להפוק נפשי מפלוגתא, the reason he did it, he didn't want to enter into מחלוקת. So he said, look, מוציא, everybody agreed that it's past. המוציא, it's מחלוקת, למי זה מוציא?
Who's Rabban?
הלוכה למעשה, וההילכסה, המוציא לחם מן הארץ. המוציא, למה דקאמן כרבנן, בבעול דאפיק, משמע, ויודע חכמים that המוציא means past, and therefore we said the bracha of המוציא. So the question is, what's the point? When it's a מוציא, לא? כאילו,
If you can say motzi,
if
why not?
everybody agreed that מוציא is past, what's the reason to say המוציא like חכמים? So Tosfot answer that if you would have said ברוך אתה השם אלוקינו מלך העולם, מוציא לחם מן הארץ, people will skip the word, העולם מוציא לחם מן הארץ. Even now people skip. Therefore, you need the hay to separate between
the men.
Aulam to Hamotzi. Therefore, we're trying more to say Hamotzi.
But if we say today,
Sorry, huh?
גם בישעיהו.